In 1986, the journey didn't end. It evolved. The Karate Kid Part 2 was not about trophies. It was about honor and forgiveness, and facing the past you can never outrun. This film took us far from California into Okinawa, where every choice carried weight, and every action had consequences. Today, nearly 4 decades later, we look back at this exciting movie. This is The Karate Kid Part 2 Then and Now. Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio. When The Karate Kid Part 2 was released in 1986, Ralph Macchio was 25 years old. Though he played a teenager, he was already a young man learning life both on screen and off it. As Daniel LaRusso, he was no longer the frightened underdog. He was stepping into adulthood uncertain and emotional, still searching for who he truly was. Okinawa became more than a setting. It became Daniel's classroom. Here he learned that karate was not about proving strength, but about controlling it. Today, Ralph Macchio is 63 years old, and in a rare moment of cinematic history, he never truly left the role behind. Through The Karate Kid Part 3, and decades later through Cobra Kai, Ralph allowed us to grow with Daniel LaRusso. Few actors are granted that privilege. Fewer still honor it. Daniel didn't just grow up on screen. He grew up with us. Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita. In 1986, Pat Morita was 54 years old, and with quiet strength, he delivered one of the most powerful performances of his career. Mr. Miyagi was no longer just a teacher. He was a man haunted by memory, by regret, by love lost long ago. Okinawa forced him to confront his past, not with fists, but with humility. Through Miyagi, we learned something rare. That wisdom often comes from pain, and that forgiveness is the greatest victory of all. Pat Morita passed away in 2005 at the age of 73, but Mr. Miyagi never left us. His words still echo. No, be there. Balance. First learn rule number 1. He was not just a character, he was a mentor to generations, and his legacy will never fade. Kumiko, Tamlin Tomita. When audiences first met Kumiko in 1986, Tamlin Tomita was 21 years old. She brought grace, vulnerability, and emotional warmth to a story filled with conflict. Kumiko represented the softer side of strength. She reminded Daniel and us that courage does not always raise its voice. Today, Tamlin Tomita is 59 years old. She continues to act and return decades later in Cobra Kai, reconnecting her character with the story that made her unforgettable. Her return was not just fan service, it was closure. Chosen Taguchi, Yuji Okamoto. In 1986, Yuji Okamoto was 27 years old, and as Chosen Taguchi, he became one of the most feared villains of the 1980s. Chosen fought with rage and without mercy. Driven by pride and shame, he represented the danger of unchecked anger and the destruction it brings. Today, Yuji Okamoto is 68 years old, and in one of the most powerful character arcs in modern television, he returned in Cobra Kai, not as a villain, but as a man seeking redemption. His journey showed us something rare, that even the hardest hearts can change if they choose to. Sato Toguchi, Danny Kamekona. In 1986, Danny Kamekona was 56 years old. As Sato Taguchi, he embodied pride and resentment, and the cost of refusing to let go. His rivalry with Miyagi was painful, deeply personal and tragically human. Danny Kamekona passed away in 1999, at the age of 59. But Sato's story lives on as a warning and a lesson. Yuki, Nobu McCarthy. In 1986, Nobu McCarthy was 52 years old. Her character, Yuki, represented forgiveness, loyalty, and emotional strength. She passed away in 2002 at the age of 67, but her presence remains essential to the heart of this film. The Karate Kid Part 2 wasn't just a sequel, it was a lesson about respect, forgiveness, and growing up. These characters aged. Some are still with us. Some live on only in memory. But their stories remain. This is The Karate Kid Part 2 Then and Now. And these are our sweet memories. Please like and subscribe for my interesting nostalgic movie.